A lot of people think highly intelligent means solving equations in your head, speaking 5 languages, or having that weird movie genius energy where you stare at a wall and suddenly understand the universe. In reality, intelligence often shows up in much more quiet, everyday ways. You might not even see it in yourself because it doesn't feel special. It just feels like how your brain works. So in this video, I want to walk you through some signs you might be a lot more intelligent than you give yourself credit for. Let's get started. Sign number 1. You're annoyingly curious. If your brain is constantly asking why and how about almost everything, that's a big sign. You don't just accept things at face value. You want to know how things work, why people behave the way they do, what's behind the rule, the idea, the system. You're that person who hears something and instantly thinks, okay, but what's the full story? Curiosity is basically your brain's way of saying, I like thinking. Intelligent people rarely feel done learning. They fall down rabbit holes, Google random things, watch videos on topics they didn't even know existed 10 minutes ago. It's not about showing off. It's just a genuine need to understand. And that constant why is what helps you see what most people miss. 2. You can handle being alone. You don't always need people around to feel okay. In fact, you might actually enjoy your own company. You're fine going on a walk alone, sitting in a cafe by yourself, or just staying home and thinking, reading, or doing your own thing. It doesn't mean you hate people. It just means your brain gives you enough to work with, even when no one else is there. Being able to handle solitude is a strong sign of intelligence, because it shows that your inner world is active. You don't need constant noise or distractions to feel alive. You can sit with your thoughts, explore ideas, and entertain yourself mentally. A lot of people run from silence because they don't like what's in their head. If you can be alone without panicking, that says a lot about how your mind works. 3. You question your own beliefs. You don't just question the world, you question yourself too. You're able to pause and think, what if I'm wrong? Or, why do I even believe this? That doesn't mean you have no opinions. It means you don't treat your opinions like they're sacred. You're willing to update them when you get new information. This is a quiet but powerful sign of intelligence. A lot of people cling to their beliefs just because they're familiar or because it's what they've always thought. You, on the other hand, are open to changing your mind. That makes you more flexible, more fair, and usually more accurate over time. You're not obsessed with being right. You're interested in what's true. Sign number 4. You connect dots other people don't see. You might notice that you're pretty good at seeing patterns. In people, in situations, in information. You connect 2 things that seem unrelated and go, wait, that actually fits together. You can take an idea from one area, like a book, a movie, something from work, and apply it to a totally different part of your life. This is a big sign of intelligence because it shows your brain isn't just storing information, it's organizing it. You don't just remember facts, you create links between them. That's why you sometimes understand things faster than others, or you predict outcomes that people around you don't see coming. You're not psychic. You just notice patterns. 5. You say, I don't know more than people expect. Ironically, really intelligent people are often the first to admit when they don't know something. You're aware of how much you don't understand, so you're more careful about acting like an expert on everything. You're okay saying, I'm not sure, I haven't thought about that enough, or I'd need to read more on that. That might make you feel less smart in the moment, especially around people who speak very confidently about everything. But being honest about your limits and being open to new information is actually a huge sign of intelligence. You're not clinging to your ego. You're focused on truth, not on being right. 6. You can see more than one side of a situation. When there's an argument or a problem, you're often the person who says, okay, I get where both sides are coming from. You can step into other people's shoes. You can understand why someone might act a certain way, even if you don't agree with them. That doesn't mean you don't have a stance. It means you're able to zoom out. This kind of mental flexibility is a big sign of intelligence. It shows that your brain can hold more than one idea at once without panicking. You don't need the world to be black and white. You know things can be messy and complex, and you're okay sitting in that gray area while you figure it out. 7. You adjust how you talk depending on who you're with. You probably do this without even realizing it. You talk one way with your close friends, another way with kids, another way in a serious setting. You instinctively know how to simplify things, how to explain something differently to different people, or how to read the room and shift your tone. That's social intelligence, and it's a huge part of being highly intelligent overall. It means your brain isn't just good with ideas. It's good with people. You can sense what someone might need to hear, or which words will land better. You're not being fake. You're being adaptive. That flexibility in how you communicate is a very advanced skill, and you'd be surprised how many people don't have it. So yeah, if any of this sounded like you, you're probably a lot more intelligent than you think. And if you enjoyed this, leave a like, subscribe for more videos like this, and tell me in the comments, which sign do you relate to the most?